Welcome to the Utah PTA Pulse Podcast. I'm Mike Williams, Director of Communications and producer of this quality assurance podcast. To my all the way over there,
I'm Corey Fairholm, immediate past president and one of the hosts for the podcast.
I'm Angelee Aedo, the VP of Advocacy, and we have an awesome guest with us today. You will probably recognize her voice as we get talking.
Am I supposed to introduce
Yeah.
Yes, introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Cammy Whitchurch, the Utah PTA President-elect and the Convention Chair. So.
Well, yeah, today we're talking convention, but before that, I have a really good question for us.
Well, she thought hard on this one.
better be good.
I'm ready, bring it.
Do you have a secret talent, and can you do it right now?
Oh my goodness gracious. A secret talent. You better go first.
I actually do want to learn how to yodel because I just think it'd be so cool to pull out a hat and be like, did you know that I yodel?
Do you know how to yodel at all?
No, I don't know how to yodel.
Well, that's
So you
not one
couldn't
you
do it now?
have.
No, but I want to. That's like one of those secret talents I wish I had. Sorry.
Secret
Not
talent
the right
I wish you had.
Okay, well, start working on that one, Cammy. At the convention, you're going to have to do it.
We're having a
Go.
yodeling
Okay,
class.
we'll
Yeah.
see how far I get on yodeling.
If you have time. In your spare time, you
That's
can
between
try
like
that.
3 and 4 a.m.
Just tell Julie we're having a yodeling class because we need to learn how to yodel.
A hidden talent.
I mean, maybe not like hidden, but maybe
Maybe like just a secret.
I don't know.
Does anyone else have something?
No. I can't think of anything.
Like, how secret?
I don't know. I'm like trying to think of my talents. I can never think of anything. I'm not good at anything.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I can juggle,
Oh, that's awesome.
but I don't have anything to juggle with.
Oh, that's so sad. I mean, I could go
I
find you
probably in
something
my
real
office
quick.
have a few things. I could-
There you go.
There's some tangerines downstairs.
Sweet, I'll be back.
He's gonna go.
You guys keep talking.
Okay.
Keep thinking about our hidden talent.
So
our
my
secret talent.
my husband also knows how to juggle, and he was juggling. Where were we? I don't know, somewhere last weekend. And my kids, like the little ones, had never seen him juggle, and they were so impressed.
That's pretty impressive.
And I was like, that wasn't even very good. He used to be better.
Oh, here
Wow, that was
Yep,
fast.
he's got him.
Because there's tangerines
Okay,
downstairs.
All right.
Wow. That's pretty good. Can you switch directions?
No.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
I can
that's
grab
so-
him out of the air. Oh.
I'm impressed.
That's good.
That's good.
really good.
Okay, that's good.
Yep.
Good job.
Yummy tangerines.
Okay, that's good.
I don't know, like, I make shimmer balls. There's like a shimmer wall right there.
True.
I make shimmer walls.
Well, I can do the splits, but I don't really want to do it right now.
Yes.
But I could. But
Yeah. It's pretty awesome. It's been a long time since I've even tried to do a split, so
Yeah, not trying
I'd
that
probably split my pants. And that would not be,
one. No, that's not gonna be good.
no,
No.
definitely not.
Yeah,
Shouldn't try.
I can't think of one.
Do you have one?
No.
You do CPR, although they probably already know that, huh? Have you
I don't
heard, like,
know.
CPR that you're
No, but
You
is that
CPR?
a hidden talent?
Yeah, that's like a secret talent everyone knows.
No, it's just a job.
You're a good person to have around.
yeah.
Yeah, because I almost died
I heard about
yesterday.
this.
I
heard
almost
about
died.
Seriously, it was
No,
so
seriously,
scary.
I did.
Yeah, I know.
And
they
if
said
it
it's
wasn't for
terrifying.
2 people, Sherry and Franz, I would have been dead.
It was scary. We were in a meeting and Corey was eating popcorn and
And it got caught.
yeah,
That's
and
so scary.
she
I
was
hate
like
that.
wheezing breath. Like we thought it was stuck in her lungs. Like it was
No,
so
seriously.
It was so scary.
I'm not kidding. It was pretty scary. So
And then Corey's like, after it all, and she's like, I'm okay, and I'm like, I'm not okay. Like we need to talk through this. Like,
and they're all like, "Did we do it right?" And I go, "Yeah, I'm here."
and then they were like
So bad.
banging
So
on her back, and Sherry was
That's
like,
scary.
if she was my own kid, I would have done it harder. And I'm like, I think it would have been okay if you did it harder. Like, if she's
scary.
alive, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Oh,
Yeah. So
CPR, Heimlich maneuver, those are important things to know.
Yeah, they really are. You just never know what's going to
That's
happen.
important. Maybe not so. Maybe it shouldn't be a secret talent. It should just be something that you can do.
you need to
That's
learn.
good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, let's get started. We're so excited to talk about convention. I can't even believe it's like time to start talking about convention, but like
freaking me out a little bit.
Yeah, it's time.
So what's the theme this year?
So this year's theme is Together We Lead, and
That's a good theme.
yeah, I'm excited about it.
I think it's great.
I think it's important to know and to think of the idea that there's strength in numbers and there's power in numbers and the ability for us to lead together, especially in PTA. That importance of, every member is important. Those numbers are important, and they're not just numbers; they're people. And so together and working together is an important part of leadership. So,
and that's cool because you know what today is. February 17th. You know what today is?
No, what is today?
Founders Day.
Oh, it is. Yes, we were actually talking about that.
Okay.
PTA Founders Day.
Yes.
And 129 years ago, National PTA. So I love that. Together, we're forming a legacy to lead.
Yeah.
I think that's
well,
awesome.
and I love that. Yeah, that connection of like past and present and future. And we need not just the ones that are in PTA now, but we need to be bringing in that next generation to PTA.
That's great.
And convention is a great place because it allows our leaders to like fill that strength in numbers, and they're not just operating in their own silos at their own schools, but there's like all these other people that are doing the same things and struggle with the same things, and I don't know, I think it's
Because
great.
we're a big part of an army working together.
Yes.
Kids to make a difference. So
Yeah, well, and sharing that load, I think too.
Yeah.
I think it's not all on you. We do this together. We help each other. We work together.
So what's the dates?
So convention this year is going to be a little bit different. We will have an in-person only convention on May 13th and 14th, which is a Wednesday, Thursday. It is not the week of teacher appreciation this year, so please,
Can't come at us this year.
So that will be in person only, and we wanted to do that because we really want those that are attending to feel like the focus is on them, and we don't want to have to worry about making a good recording or our online friends not being a part of it. We really want it to be immersive and get the best quality training that you can. And then the following week on the 19th and 20th, which is a Tuesday, Wednesday, we will have a virtual only convention. And once again, just so that we can focus on those, when you're trying to do a hybrid, it's really hard to focus on one or the other. And this way, when you're online, everyone's online, and so that focus could be online, and we can kind of tailor it to an online audience.
Well, then you can like ask questions, because the last couple of years of convention, if you were online, you could listen, but you couldn't really ask any questions, and so it kind of took that element out,
Yes.
So I think this is going to be so awesome.
So are they going to have the same classes like they have on the in-person?
Yes, so that is the goal. We'll have at least the same main
Like the core classes?
core classes, thank you. That's what I'm looking for.
Like the treasurer, the
core
president,
classes.
and all that. Okay.
You'll have that all the same. Some of them might have, there might be a few differences, but we'll have you guys, words are failing me today.
It's been a long day.
A preview, that's what I'm looking for. A preview beforehand so that you'll be able to see what classes are available, when and how. And the other thing that those that are attending in person or virtually need to know is everyone will have access to the virtual convention. Those classes will be, so anyone can attend virtually, that's included for everyone, and those will be recorded. So even if you can't attend that class when it's being taught or live, the recordings will be available to everyone. We really want to make sure, our goal with convention, it's leadership convention. We want to make sure that our leaders are getting trained and they have that training available to them.
And they feel confident.
Yeah,
in their
I don't know if you've ever gone to convention. Well, I know you guys have gone to convention, but that overwhelming, like, that was so much information. I don't even know how to process everything that I just heard, and to be able to go back to some of those classes and re-listen to things and, catch back up, or maybe like halfway through the year you're not clear on something and you can go back
and rewatch it.
And I always think it's so nice after the summer, because then you've had some like time to really think about your job. Like in May, I feel like, okay, we're all like so excited, and then we learn all these things, and then it takes some time to.
I guess I should qualify. So those classes will be available for 3 months after
Yeah,
convention.
it's usually to like August.
Okay.
So we'll see about,
So
we
those
may
recordings
still,
aren't
yeah.
available.
I mean,
Okay.
like we said, training is the most important thing. So if we need to put some of those classes on like our PTA University so that they're available, they may be. But
Or maybe even excerpts of them.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yeah,
that'd be great.
definitely,
Okay.
definitely.
And what's the cost? Is there a difference?
So there is a difference in cost. I'm going to pull out my sheet because I don't want to say it wrong. So in person, so if you do the early bird registration, it is $80 for the virtual and $90 for the in person.
Okay.
And like I said, everyone gets the virtual option, so it's not. I mean, really, there are expenses for both ways. But
Totally.
just so you know, it's $80 for the virtual, $90 for in person, and then after April 17th, so at 3 o'clock on April 17th, I believe is the time that we're doing that. That will change over to the regular price, which is $100 per person for virtual and $110 for in person. And if you're not a PTA member, it's $150. So just buy a PTA
So just
membership.
join PTA first.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So that's kind of what we're doing. We really do want to encourage everyone to register early. It should already be in your budgets to at least send 2 people
Yeah, they should have
to
it budgeted.
convention.
Okay.
But if you have money to send your whole board, send your
Right.
whole board.
Exactly.
Yeah, what position should come?
So definitely, I would say your president-elect, treasurer, secretary, those, I mean, like treasurer alone has every single class period is pretty much got some sort of treasurer-related class that they will go to. Presidents have a lot of classes. There's some secretary classes, but there's some other classes as well. Most of them this year, one of the things that we did kind of talk about as a committee is who is attending convention. And usually it is your president-elects, treasurers, secretaries. So the classes that will be taught will be kind of geared more towards those positions and the information that those positions would need to know. Like, there may not be a reflections class this year because reflections, we don't get all of our reflections chairs necessarily to come to convention. That doesn't mean that people coming to the convention aren't reflections chairs, but a lot of our boards don't necessarily send just their reflections chair. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so we will have trainings for them, but we'll have trainings about reflections that would be helpful for a president or an executive kind of
Committee to
committee to know.
Okay.
Well, and I think it's important to note right here because we're talking about like the cost, and we always say it should be in your budget, to pay for convention. But I think a lot of people don't know that it costs us a lot of money to put on convention.
Yes.
And so the cost helps us to hopefully break even.
Yes.
Like this is not like to make the PTA rich. It helps us break even, and it helps us to pay for all the things that we need to put on a great convention. So
Right.
I think that's
Right.
important to know because a lot of people kind of give us flack for that, and I think it's important to know that it's not. I mean, we make some money to help pay for all the things, but it's not like our big money maker.
Right. Right. Well, and even because some people are like, well, virtual is relatively free, but we have to actually pay for like an upgraded
Wi-Fi program.
like the
Zoom,
the
and-
Zoom programs. We
and
have to
Hoover
get the
and-
bigger program.
Yeah,
it's just
webinar.
there are little
and-
expenses that add up. Even just the Hoover, the Hoover app that we use is an expense. So we're not trying to gouge, our PTAs. It's just the expense of doing this training and providing that for you.
And
which
the
is a
location
valuable
too.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And where are we having it at?
So it is at the Davis Conference Center, where it's been for the last 4 years.
Actually, since 2021.
Oh,
So
wow.
5 years.
That is a
Wow.
long time. Okay, so it's at the Davis Conference Center in Layton, and it's a great facility. I think it's a great facility. It works really well for us. The classes are. I've been to some conventions and conferences where you are literally like running all over the place to classes, and so I love how everything is really quite close together. There's lots of food places around the area. There's hotels. I think it's a great time if you can. I think it's a great thing to come together as a board. There's just that excitement. There's a lot of sharing of ideas. You can go through the vendor hall together. So I think there's so much value in coming together, you know, as a board or as a committee.
It's a time to build. It's a good relationship
Yeah.
and commitment building, yeah.
And we're talking about it now, I feel like, because, I mean, it's coming up, but also as you guys are in the thick of, like, nominating committees, it's really important to tell those people that you're going to put on your new boards that they need to attend convention. You know, we love any members to come, we do, but we want, like, your new president to come. We want...
Yes. This is training. That's a good point to bring up. This isn't training for your current board. This is training for the board that will be coming in the new year, you know, on July 1st. This is where they learn, you know, the meat of kind of what they're going to be doing and ideas and getting that help and support as they start the new year. So,
is registration open?
Registration is not open until March 16th. We're going to do like a whole blitz. We're hoping to get just like we just want everyone to just be so excited. And as soon as it opens on March 16th, we're hoping that you will jump on and register for convention. There's going to be, I'm just excited about this year. I think there's going to be some awesome things. Some things we're still working out the details on. Can't share that yet, but we're excited about this year. So mark your calendars for March 16th. That's when registration will open. And make sure that you get your board, your at least your executive committee. Make sure you get at least 2 people from your board registered. And I would honestly take as many as you can, because I think there are classes that aren't just like they'll have some parenting maybe related classes, or our commissioners a lot of times will have classes, and there's some really awesome ones there, like on advocacy and leadership and stuff like that. So
why did you say 2? Why you said 2 people should come from your board? Why do you say that?
Because that is to be in good standing. In order to be a PTA in good standing, you need to send 2 people to convention. And so
it's in your bylaws.
Yeah, I'm like, it's even in the bylaws.
It's in the bylaws.
bylaws.
Yep. So it's in the bylaws. It should be in your budget. It's just plan on it. Just plan on sending them. And because there is that virtual, maybe you can't go in person, but you have that virtual. Maybe you can do a watch party the second week. Maybe your PTA can't go that first week. Get together and do some classes together. Kind of have it be an immersive experience for your board that way. So.
The first time it was like a hybrid. We watched, my board, we were we all had little kids, and so we were like, oh, we can't really come. But we, and it was COVID was still kind of around, it was that one. And we were we all had really little kids, and so we didn't really want to get together either, but we would all watch our classes, and then we would talk during lunch, it's okay, yeah. Or we'd break up, okay, now we're going to talk after dinner or whatever. So, and it was still great, it's different but great. So
yeah, definitely having that time to come together after you've gone to some of the classes and talking about ideas. I just remember doing that as a board, and the activities that we wanted to do the next year and the things that we were excited about as a board, being able to talk about those.
Write your ideas down. Don't just talk about them.
Yeah.
Write them down, because you'll forget them.
Start planning. It might be good to, as a board, already have your planning calendar printed, or however you're going to do that, ready to start penciling things in, because I think there are a lot of great ideas.
What about the vendor and resource fair? Tell us about that.
Yes, I know. I should actually maybe turn that over to Corey. She is actually over. Corey and Angelee. Our vendor hall is where we bring in, so we have resources that come, vendors, just with ideas for fundraising, for programs, for
T-shirts.
T-shirt vendors. We have restaurants that'll come in that, will help with your, what are those called? Not spirit nights.
Yeah, spirit nights. Or fundraiser nights.
So it's a great place to go in and find resources. Oh my goodness, I should have brought my water over now. My throat's getting all dry. But it's a wonderful resource, and Corey is already gung-ho on top of it. We've already gotten quite a few.
It's going to be great
people registering to do vendor halls. So it's a great place to be. And I don't know if your kids are this way. They used to love all the little freebie
all
things
the freebies
from the vendor hall. but just great resources, great people to talk to.
And the connections, I think, that you make up coming year after year, you know, like,
yeah,
it's really great.
Is there dedicated time to visit the vendors?
So there will be dedicated time in the in-person. We're still trying to figure out how to make this work for the virtual one, because they won't be all together. So we might do like some pre-recorded, you know, little interviews with the different vendors that we can play the next week during the virtual convention, or how to work that. Maybe getting some people on. We may have a virtual time where they can come and get on, you know, and I don't know. We haven't.
We're figuring it out.
This is kind of a new format, so we're not exactly sure how things are going to work. But if you have ideas or thoughts on, you know, what you would like to see, if you're maybe attending virtually, like how could we make this work for our virtual?
We do always try to put like each like vendor has like a spot on Hoover, so they do like post
Yeah,
like
the
their
virtual
flyers
booth.
and things like that. So that is always available, and that's been available. But yeah, we want to try to make it a little bit different this year. So.
Mm-hmm. And that does remind me, something that I did need to point out that I didn't. During the week of in-person convention, we have to have our general meetings, which is where we vote on and make decisions for the business of PTA. And it's something that we can't split it up and do an in-person one and a virtual one. So those meetings, the general meetings for PTA will be the only thing that will be hybrid for the whole convention. So we're hoping that even if you're attending virtually, that you'll make it a priority to get to these general meetings where we're voting on, you know, there will be resolutions, there's I believe some bylaws changes and things. So it's this is the business of PTA, and we need the membership to be there. Like, this is where you get to help make the decisions for PTA. So it's really important for you to be there. And we have already gotten from some of our sponsors. We have a sponsor who's going to be providing prizes for both in-person and virtual attendees. So we're super excited about that. So even if you're attending virtually, you still have a chance to get some goodies. So make sure that you are there, and that's an important part of PTA that I think sometimes people think, oh, I can miss the general meeting. But it is so important that our vendor hall is actually closed during those meetings, because it is so important.
And we don't hold classes during that time.
We don't have classes.
So
it is specifically
just focus on that.
Yeah.
Are we doing anything special on Wednesday night?
Yes, we are. I'm super excited. I know last year we did our 100-year gala. It was a lot of fun, but we felt bad that people had to miss out on it. So this year we wanted to figure out a way that we could be inclusive and not, you know, cut people out because we were limited on numbers. So we did talk to the convention center, and they've really worked it out. So we are doing a through the ages kind of PTA thing. The gal who's in charge has got some really fun ideas. We're basically going to have just like this dance party. There's going to be fun backdrops for pictures, some games and activities, treats and soda. So we will be having that. There is a small cost to that, just because, once again, you know, it's not doing activities costs money, but it's $5. So it's $5. That includes the goodies, and they'll have a soda bar. So you get to go to the soda bar. There will be, you know, I think they're working on a photo booth for that, at least, but there will be fun backdrops and stuff too. So that's going to be a fun night, kind of through the ages, so you can dress up as your favorite, you know, decade or era. Maybe dress up, dress the era that you love, you know. So if that's 80s, if that's 90s, if that's 40s, if that's whatever floats your boat.
All right, breaking out my 4th grade clothes.
Your 4th grade.
This is my favorite time.
I don't know what I'm going to do there, but it'll be fun. So that's going to be a lot of fun on Wednesday night.
Awesome.
So hopefully you'll make it a priority to stay up and do that with us. So, yeah.
Well, that's great. Is there any other experiences or activities happening?
We're working on a... oh my goodness, you guys! Like I said, sometimes the words just go. I need to get more sleep at night. That would help probably a little bit.
Yeah.
Probably.
But we're working on some keynote speakers. Well, actually, just one. So I can't really say anything on that yet. But we really want someone who understands PTA and, you know, is really uplifting. We want you to leave these meetings feeling inspired. And so we're working on that right now. The one that we had in place had some changes in life, and so we're getting working on another one, but that'll be really neat. Just the classes in general, I think there's so many awesome, opportunities, learning about fundraising. We have some of, we have a gives back, we have the give backs rep for our state coming to actually teach classes in person.
That'd be awesome.
And she is just phenomenal. She's really, really in tune with what the needs are. She starts off her classes with a survey, so she knows exactly what things the people in the class at that time are looking for and need. And so that's going to be really awesome. Actually, we do have a really awesome announcement. We have Yvonne Johnson, who is the National PTA President, coming to our convention this year. So
and you guys are going to love her. She's a hoot.
She's awesome. She is so cute. She is a spitfire. So it's going to be really fun.
You guys will like her a lot.
You guys had her on the podcast.
Yeah.
Podcast
Yeah, so she's a fun little spitfire. She'll be there. Howie. I can't think it was. We have a
Bird.
Howie.
Bernie.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
I know, me too.
We have another national person coming.
He's the new executive director for National PTA.
Yep, so he will be there. It's just going to be an awesome, being there in person, there's just something special about that. And Yvonne has a really good leadership class we're hoping that she's going to teach. It's just going to be awesome. There is just something about PTA convention and that it just, you leave empowered, I think, and ready to go out. At least I do. I'm always like, okay, I'm pumped. I'm ready to do this. And so many great ideas and motivation to do awesome things for the coming year. So
mark your calendars.
Yep.
Ooh, we can't wait to see you there.
So
it's gonna
March
be awesome.
16th is when everything goes live to register.
Right.
Okay. And then May 13th and 14th is the
In
actual
person
convention.
Yep. And then the 19th and 20th is when the virtual will happen.
Yep.
So yeah. So mark your calendars. It's going to be awesome.
And if they have questions,
if you have a question, you can email me. Actually, Cammy at utahpta.org. There is, we're still working on the site, but there is a convention site. We'll be working on updating the flyers and whatnot. There is a kind of an overview flyer there right now, but we'll be updating those in the next probably week or so to get those updated. Actually, it might be by the time this goes out. I don't know. Hopefully. So
hopefully, we can release this right before. So great.
Just wait a week or two.
Okay, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
So I'm excited. The vendor hall. We will have PTA commissioners and chairs in the vendor hall.
PTA
so that's
Plaza.
Our PTA
It's getting better every year.
So they'll be there. There's
you can
just
take
so
there's
many.
a photo booth. It's gonna be fun, and
We will have the 100-year shimmer wall.
Yeah,
shimmer walls.
It's so good.
I think it's gonna be a great time.
Yeah.
So come. Food. Tell them about food.
So food. Yep. So you can purchase food. We're kind of trying some different options with food this year. There will be the box lunches that we've done in the past. We're going to try some concession vouchers. So you have to pre-order. You have to pre-order to guarantee the food. If you want a specific,
if you really want those,
there will be some
chicken strips or whatever
on demand. But if you want to guarantee that, then you do need to order it. But we'll have we're trying some different options. I know food is always hard. It's hard to please everyone, but we're trying to give some options. I do want to encourage everyone to try and be there on the second day for lunch, because that is when the superintendents come, and it's such a valuable time it's where we split off into regions, so you get that one-on-one time with your superintendents. And I don't know, for me, I've always felt that was such a valuable thing. It built such a great connection between PTA and your superintendent. We happen to have a really awesome superintendent in Region 6, but I know there are other ones too that are there. They want to talk to PTAs, they want to answer their questions. This year, before they even go into that, we're hoping to do a little bit of an overview Q&A, about how PTA can help them. So we'll see if that makes a difference at all. But I know they really enjoy and they value that time with PTAs as well. So
So if
yeah.
I was a PTA new coming in president, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to go, that means I have to leave my 2 kids, at home. Well, I guess my 4 kids, whatever I have. I don't know how many kids I have. Anyways, what would you say to them to say, hey, yes, this is worth it?
So, I mean, obviously, like, there's so much information. That one-on-one connection, the first, when I first was going to convention, people said, oh, you don't need to go to those general meetings. Just go to the classes. Those general meetings, like, there is so much meat in the general meetings, too. Like, go there. Like, that's where you learn kind of beyond just, your own little PTA, kind of what happens in PTA. So make those a priority. This is the time, I know Angelee said this before, this is the time to call out your favors.
I was gonna say it.
Right? This
You
is
call
the
in
time
all
when
your
you're like,
babysitting favors, grandma
I need to make
favors.
this a priority. And if you do, maybe it's worth, putting in your budget. Some of you may live a little bit further away. I know Layton's a bit of a drive for people, especially early in the morning. Maybe you make that commitment as a PTA, like, we are gonna get a room for our board to stay in so that we're there. We can really participate in these things and not have to worry about, that back and forth travel. This is important. Like, this is one time when it's worth it to leave your kids and find someone to help out with those duties,
You'll come back feeling refreshed too.
Right. Yep. Yeah. So the value is in the training, in the camaraderie and the energy that you get there. The people you get to talk with and meet with, the vendor hall, the classes, the everything. Like, you get to meet the national PTA president. Like, there's just so many things. I'm like, why would you not want to be there? So, yeah, I don't know if that
sign
answered
up.
that question.
Yep.
Oh, it is.
Everyone's gonna come. It's gonna be awesome.
That's going to be great. It will be a fun time.
I will.
Well, thank you for
Come
coming.
find me. Maybe I'll have a little
She'll be in royal blue.
goodie. Maybe I'll have a goodie for anyone who's like, I watched the podcast, and we'll have some.
Yeah, you can get them stickers or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We should.
Can't
we should.
Okay. we're gonna
We
have
should do
something else.
Pulse podcast stickers.
Yeah, we've been talking
I
about
know.
it for a long
We
time.
have them. We just need to
Okay, let's get
get
them
them
out.
printed. Okay. Well, we don't have, like, we've had them designed. We
Yeah.
just have to print.
Yeah,
Okay, let's
it's just
send
one
them
of the
in
things
sticker
on the
mail.
list.
I'll do it.
Okay.
All right.
I'll send it to you. So.
Okay, well, thank you for
Yeah,
coming.
thanks,
and
you guys.
We're
It's fun to be
excited.
on again. I love convention. Like, if you're thinking, I don't know if it's for me, like, just go. Like, once you get there, you'll be like, oh. And the first time I went to convention, I went by myself. Like, I didn't have, nobody else on my board could go. And so it was just me there. And I was really worried about that. But, other PTAs kind of like take you in. And I just remember another PTA was like, oh, come to lunch with us. And like, it was so, there's that camaraderie and friendship, even if you're going by yourself. Like, go, it's worth it.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay.
All right.
Well,
Well,
thank you.
thanks so much
Thanks,
for
you
being
guys.
here.
Guess what? We still dance.
All right. Okay.
Ready?
Set.